First, there was the annual powerboat race, during which a friend of mine, whom I didn't like, got both himself and another friend who didn't like him killed. His widow, the lovely Annabelle, would have been a lady of absolute perfection, save for one small detail.
Oscar was broke. You are broke. All you do own outright, of course, is the Brave Goose.
So she went to France to sell her yacht, poor dear. But there proved some who believed her husband had kept bad company. 5 of them stole a shipment of gold bullion passing between France and French Morocco. About $15 million worth, and hadn't left her quite as broke as she claimed.
Where is the money, Mrs. West?
I, however, not only believed her, I made her an offer.
Good afternoon. May I interest you in living?
A noble fellow that I am, I spirited her away from her dead husband's rather lively ex-partners, learning en route that we did share at least one common interest.
Dear, lovely Annabelle, wouldn't you like to know where there's several $1 million of gold bullion?
You do look rather good in gold bullion.
But where was the gold bullion? Not in there, certainly.
Bertie, I'm not. I still think you're very attractive.
And where, indeed, was the lady's yacht?
Perhaps at one of the other moorings for pleasure boats up and down the coast.
And why, oh why, did people dislike my wanting to know?
Simon, I thought it was you.
Or my wanting to catch them after they'd tried their level best to kill me. But it's an ill wind that doesn't blow someone good.
In dry dock. No wonder we couldn't find her.
Unfortunately, it was not my night to be that fortunate someone.
You are both under arrest for the murder of a police officer, which should at last put an end to the activities of Monsieur Simon Templar. Ah, bon. Oui.
Inspector, I'm very sorry about your man who was killed. He was wearing a mask identical to mine. Somebody must have mistaken him for me.
Indeed, monsieur. Now, Madame West, I have already told you that your husband was involved in that gold robbery 10 years ago, huh? And that only he knew the identity of the 6th man who informed them of the shipment from the Moroccan side.
And I think, Inspector, you ought to stop implying that Mr. Templar is the 6th man.
Oh, thank you very much, darling. Here we go.
Now, I put it to you, madame, that if he is, he will be as ruthless with you as were the other 3 survivors who are also looking for the gold, huh? You have not been released, monsieur! Ah oui? Oui. Happily for you both, there has been a confirmation of your story by the witnesses who saw the murder of my deputy.
So we can go. Thank you very much, Inspector. It's getting rather dull around here. Oh, by the way, if you want to know where we're going, first of all to Madame's yacht, and then on to the hotel for a champagne breakfast. Do feel free to join us. Any time after that.
Oh, how quaint.
On second thoughts, I think I'll take a little sleep in my cabin.
You better make some coffee. Black. And lots of it. Come along, Captain. Every last drop of it.
Hey, who the devil are you people? That's my log. That's private property, that is.
You are what is left of Captain William Finnegan, I believe.
None of your damn business, you young whippersnapper. Get off me vessel this minute.
You can pour that in him or on him. It's your choice, Captain. Now, a question.
We followed someone here last night driving a blue van. Do you drive a blue van, Captain?
I'll drive you off me gunnel, you young whippersnapper.
What about that van, Captain?
Van? Mister, I couldn't have navigated a pram last night. Went to this little drinking party, you see. She's a bit daft, you know, that one you got there. No offence, lady, no offence.
Drinking party, where?
Old Michel Jardine. He's the ship's chandler fella. He's been stocking me up for a cruise, you see.
A cruise, where to?
Ah, it's all off now. What with the death of poor Oscar and all. The yacht's owner just died, you see.
Yes, go on.
Well, I'm just waiting now for me instructions.
What instruction?
From the lawyer. Sad business it is. We'd good times, old Oscar and me. Couple of times each year we'd sail south, cruising, fishing, kissing the girls. He was a good fellow, old Oscar.
Kissing what girls?
A couple of times a year, you say. Where were these trips to?
Our first stop was always Corsica.
Kissing what girls, you old reprobate?
That woman is mad. Get her off my vessel this minute.
Well, now, Captain, actually, it's her vessel. Captain William Finnegan meets Mrs. Oscar West.
Mrs. Well, now. Well, Mrs. Oscar, indeed. And a fine, tough-minded lady you are, to be sure. It's a great moment. It is.
Captain, it says here dry dock work is completed. How soon can you have her in the water?
Give me 3 hours after you play them blood-sucking dry dock book accountants, then I'll have her bobbing on the waves for you.
After I pay?
Dry dock charges will be paid, Captain.
They will?
We want to be underway by late afternoon, and we want to take the same trip that Oscar would have taken.
We do?
We do.
Right. The Brave Goose is ready when we are.
Is that the dry dock bill? Simon, why are you paying my... Good Lord, did they fix it or buy it? Did you pay this?
Sure. I mean, there's absolutely no point in following Oscar's money-spinning trail with a boat that's still in dry dock, is there?
This is a lot of money, Simon. You must be very rich. Or expecting to get very rich.
Now, all I'm expecting is a nice sea voyage. Can I give you a hand?
Simon, are you the sixth man?
Oh, come on.
Inspector Lebec says no one knows what you do for a living, or where you get your money, or anything about you, except
Except what?
you keep turning up places. Come on, Simon. I've trusted you. Why don't you want to trust me?
Do you really want to know why I don't trust you?
Yes.
You're absolutely sure you want to know?
Yes.
All right, I'll tell you. The reason why I don't trust you is because you have very shifty eyes.
Finally, you have concluded that your Monsieur Simon Templar is not so much of a saint after all.
I haven't concluded anything. And I'm not telling tales behind his back. I just thought you ought to know the facts.
Naturellement.
Oh, and we're also going to be taking the boat out. I thought you might need to know that, or that it might be important. Oh, blast.
Sailorback. Le bateau, the brave goose.
Welcome aboard. I got no deckhands for you, though.
Well, we'll crew her ourselves. You start out, Captain, I'll weigh anchor. Annabelle, make yourself useful.
Let's get settled in, shall we?
Ah, encore, Madame West. I'm the knight errant. Bonjour, si, Monsieur Templar. Come in. Come in.
This means, I assume, that the third comic among you is right behind us. Ah, what a surprise. Now, you're not going to be a silly boy with that thing, are you?
To save for you the energy in this hot weather, we have smashed the radio, broken the lamps for making the signals, thrown overboard the rifle, also the axe for the fires, so there's nothing to go outside for. Ah, we are underway. Be at home with us.
You know, for a bunch of farmers, you three certainly get around. Who feeds the pigs?
The only thing you have to worry about feeding Templar is the sharks.
At last, Monsieur Templar, I've found somebody who can play backgammon. Have you, by chance, read the Schneider book?
Oh, Rudy Schneider's book.
Oui.
I played a couple of games with him.
You have played with Schneider?
Only backgammon.
The sun's almost down.
Scared of the dark, are we?
No, monsieur, it's a question of your status. The vote of my companions is that when the sun goes down, you go overboard.
Ah. That would be stupidly premature, for two very good reasons. First, your Captain Finnegan is one man, usually drunk. Could you gentlemen handle a vessel of this size in heavy weather without an automatic pilot? First time we came aboard, I took the road ride.
And your second good reason?
Well, you all know there was a sixth member of your little band working from the Moroccan side.
Only Oscar knew him.
Well, I did know Oscar, didn't I?
Overboard. Personally, monsieur, I do not believe you are the sixth man.
I think he is. How else would he have known about the gold? About you? About how to find me? What are you going to do with me, Simon? Overboard?
No, Simon. He goes overboard.
Shut up, Carlo.
But we agree.
Yes, Carla, shut up. Listen, darling, I think we're all getting a little hungry. Why don't you practice your haute cuisine, eh? Oh, that's lovely. Yes, when you finish those, you can iron my socks.
Funny, funny, funny. If you're so clever, why don't you get in here and do it yourself? What are you doing?
Self-defense, sweetheart. Pure self-defense.
You were saying to Mrs. West?
Imagine, if you will, madame, a crystal clear night, the moon, a gleaming cantilever. Suddenly, there she is. The bullion ship, a burst of shots. We board her. Everybody, hands up. We open the cargo hold. We enter. There it is, gleaming in the moonlight. Bars of solid gold. So many, you could build a house with them. And all is perfect. No violence as with pirates of old. We had done it better.
And then the champagne.
Ah, yes, some of the passengers were drinking champagne. We take it, we drink a toast to success.
Where was Oscar during all this happenings?
In our boat at the wheel, waiting.
We had chosen Oscar because he was a driver of fast boats.
What happened then?
Alas, the champagne was our undoing. The French Coast Guard. An armed gunboat comes and we are all caught, except dear lady, for Oscar and our gold. Vroom he goes very fast. The gunboat fires. He dodges.
More bacon.
Yes, no, with respect, no. So that is the story of how Oscar got our gold.
And we get 8 years apiece in prison. And your Oscar, he gets away scot-free. Disappears. Into thin air.
Except some years later, browsing through the prison library, I come across a magazine to do with the boating, yachting. And suddenly I see the picture. Oscar West receives the trophy, the first prize. A different name, of course, but unmistakably the same man.
Really? And the sixth man? He got away scot-free too, didn't he?
We always figured he did. We never saw him.
Oh, good heavens, look at the time. My turn in the wheelhouse, I think. Oh, gentlemen, when Captain Finnegan comes down here and you start pumping him for information he doesn't have, use the rye whiskey on him, would you? There's very little of the good Scotch left.
What are you doing? I thought you said you had to steer this thing.
I'm afraid I lied about the automatic pilot. It seems to work just fine.
If you'd wanted to get any help, Simon, you would have turned this boat around by now.
You see that thing? Ship's radar. Take a look. That little blip is the help you want. Keeping pace with us a few miles back. Relax.
Don't you realize that they're going to kill us?
Not before they get the gold, my love. 42, 43, 44, 46. That's strange. Mission shot. 45 we're missing.
Hello, baby. What's the matter? Your boyfriend show you a hard time? I show you a good time.
Oh!
Ce n'est pas chose de rien, I think I'll have a little snooze now.
By all means. Open the door, baby! Open the door, honey! Come on, open up! The light fuses for the cabins, quick! Open the door! Unlock this door, or we will break it down! I will count to 3. 1, 2, 3.
Baby, I'm going to enjoy this.
How could I do it? I was in my cabin. I didn't do it! Hey! Hey, let me go! I can't swim. I can't
Gentlemen, aren't we being a little hasty? Captain Finnegan is the only one who can navigate us to that gold.
Bring him below.
Get out of it.
So far, I have tried to keep our relationship civilized. But now you will talk.
I didn't kill him.
Tell me about the gold.
Gold?
You and Oscar go always to Corsica, right? So to where on the island do you go?
We didn't land. We just went fishing.
Fishing? And then what?
But then, we go to North Africa. Tunisia, maybe.
Give him to me. I love you. Give him to me.
Oh, my, you are eager, aren't you? Captain, you mean to say you never went ashore at all?
Never, I swear.
So where did you fish?
Always in the same place.
Yes, but where?
Well, you see, we'd anchor in this little bay, and then Oscar would go off on his own in the dinghy.
And now you're going to take us to this little bay, aren't you?
Sure.
Good. All right, Captain, you can get up to the wheelhouse now. Thank you.
Go with him.
I could steer an awful lot better if I had a little refreshment.
See? It's all done with kindness.
I do not believe him. Because if Oscar brought gold back on that dinghy, he would have seen it.
Listen, how much can you see through the bottom of a bottle?
Simon.
Ah, there you are. Now, I suggest we all get a good night's sleep. We have a heavy day tomorrow.
An excellent suggestion. Get below, both of you.
You do realize, don't you, you're now outnumbered?
But of course. And since Madame's door can no longer be locked, you'll both please to spend the night in Monsieur Templar's cabin.
I object. I object most strenuously.
Now, look here.
Now you look here. You do please. As the weapon commands.
So it finally strikes you that we might be in a bit of trouble here.
What? I'm sorry, I was thinking of something else.
Something else? What else is there?
Captain Finnegan. He was too drunk to kill Pancho. Anyway, he had no reason. But somebody killed Pancho. And if it wasn't Captain Finnegan, then who was it?
See what's over there.
I'm trying to find a map. Look for anything that might give us a clue.
Simon, it's the fishing gear.
Hey, hold it. Missing 45. And that's the bay where they fished.
There's pencil lines.
Lighthouse 24 degrees. White Villa 73 degrees. The compass bearing.
Where they intersect.
Must be where the gold is.
Oh, Simon.
I congratulate you. Good thinking. You've done very well. Okay. Keep an eye on him. Lock her in the cabin.
Oh, no. She comes with us.
Monsieur Templar, I give the orders here.
She stays, I stay, and you can do your own diving.
All right. She comes.
Hey, Duchamp, when you have found the gold, how do I know you will come back?
Because, beloved Carlo, this is too small for the girl. We will have to come back for the yacht, okay?
Great day for the fishing. So it is.
Shall we move in now?
No. We wait.
3 degrees. And 4 degrees precisely.
Bravo.
Right, let's have those tanks.
Looks awfully deep, Simon.
Yes, doesn't it just?
anything?
Well, is it down there? Bravo. Well done.
Well done, partner.
Well done, partner.
Right, let's go and fetch that yacht, shall we? See, one of the Coast Guard shells must have hit him. He was probably sinking when he came around the headland.
The luck of the man. He could not have done better if he'd planned it.
Sunken boat became his own private bank. Easily accessible for small withdrawals, 2, maybe 3 ingots at a time. Certainly never enough to flood the market, anyway.
How did he ever get it on board without Finnegan knowing?
Carlo, the suspicious fool.
What's she doing?
Carlo! Carlo!
Hold on. Nearly there. Oh, well. What a small world it is, to be sure.
She's anchored exactly where
the gold is. Stay on board, madam. There might be trouble. Well, we have a ghost ship, monsieur.
And now Carlo. Curiouser and curiouser. Come on, Captain, rise and shine. He's out for the count. Even sober, he couldn't have bolted himself in here.
All set. Of course, you will be rewarded.
10%.
Of course, Monsieur Templar, 10%. Hello. Wake up, Captain Finnegan, wake up.
He couldn't have done it, not in that condition.
Well, once again, somebody did. You better take him below.
How much more is there to bring up?
Just one more load.
Ah, bon. Well, finish the job. And then we will sort out all the mysteries.
Give me a hitch, would you?
You going to be okay?
Well, a bit short of air, but if I hurry, I should be okay.
Oh, Simon, thank God.
Timna! What are you doing? Stop! Yeah.
A catcher!
Guessed it was you.
When the others caught up with me, sent Bonaparte, I thought...
You thought if you killed him and faked your own death, they'd give up. Whose was the other body? Some poor tramp you clobbered in a dark alley?
Something like that. Well, you've got your gold, boy.
You are the sixth man.
I hope it chokes you.
We'll get you to a hospital.
Well, it wasn't bad to run for it after all that, was it, Simon? Listen, give her some of the gold, will you?
Hold it right there, Lebec. Annabelle, get his gun.
You are the one who is under the arrest, Monsieur Templar.
Get his gun, Annabelle. Oh, don't make a mistake now. I checked him out. Lebec was a sergeant in Morocco before they had Home Rule. He had full access to the details of the bullion shipment. He is the sixth man. Your retirement's coming sooner than you thought, Lebec. Would you look at that?
We've got to give it back.
Why, nobody knows we've got it.
We know we've got it.
But we're not going to tell anyone, are we?
Simon.
Look, supposing we just sort of sidetracked a few bars, eh? How would that be?
Most we can rightfully claim is the insurance money. 10%. 5 for you, 5 for me.
Ah, not for me.
Why not?
Because I'm getting mine from Lloyd's, that's why.
Lloyd's? You mean the company that...
Mm-hmm. You see, they couldn't find it. I was showing some interest and, well, they were willing to pay. So you see, pretty lady, you are stuck with your entire 10%.
How nice. I'm very rich then.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a very rich widow.
I should say that you were very rich indeed.
Achille!